forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began.
Everyone, welcome.
Start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a gotta focus to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down.
So, welcome to the live stream. Today, we'll be discussing about the new balance changes which are coming to War Robots soon, and the new robots. Can't even pronounce his name, and the new weapons. So, there will be not much gameplay in today's stream, like a few games maybe, because I want to help you guys, like how you set your hanger and prepare for this nerf. So let's just first jump in into like what's coming in. So here's a screenshot. So kind of exotic, they share that the game is mostly based on like close quarter battles right now, and it's mostly like you can say brawling, and the mid-range play is completely off. So they want to adjust the stuff so mid-range and snipers become viable again. In that aspect, they say they're gonna nerf some of the most popular things in the game. Example is the cryo weapons, the scourges, Avenger, and what else is there? Cryo weapons, scourges, Avenger, and the most popular boss, which are Aujun, Ravan, and Blitz currently. So this is significant nerfs. No one knows what they're gonna be. So we'll be finding out in the next test server this weekend. Also, some of the like bots, for example, the Hades and the Mender, Wayland, and some of the sniping weapons like Ballista, Arbalist are getting a nerf. Sorry, are getting buffed. So that way, what they're gonna do is make mid-range play way stronger than right now. So then people like will think of getting like something like Hussar or Ballista, like the Wasp instead of mid-range and sniper stuff. Because currently they don't do any damage. Secondly, the leak is this right here. Upcoming test server. Yeah, goodbye, June's there, rifle. So we're gonna see 3 new weapons: Gauss, Weber, and Volt. All 3 are 800-meter cannons, which bypass the enemy resistance. So remember, Leech, Leech, Falcon, Fenrir, all their resistance will be bypassed. And at level 8, the heavy version does 9450 damage per shot. Weber, the medium version, does 7000 damage, and Volt does 4690. Cutting the music? Okay, just give me a second then. Here goes off the music.
He said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn
Is the music off?
straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm
My phone just.
getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all
So we're ready now?
just start again.
Yeah, there's just a black screen for a few seconds, no problem.
Until the dawn.
So the Weber, the medium version does 7000 damage per shot. And well, for you guys who are like wondering all the time, I'm not at home right now, I'm in a different country. And the Volt, the light version, does 4690 damage per shot. What we don't know is, are these like one-shot weapons, something like Kang Day, and natrons, or are they something completely different, like something like wasp fire mechanism, which like shoots one or two shots? So we gotta find out that in the next test server. The reload time is 9 seconds. It's gonna be maybe the Kang Day or something like that. No, it is not just lower. It will be okay. Well, I removed the music there. Then a new robot, Jaeger. So Jaeger, four-legged mobile. So that's a spider. Sniper with a powerful long-range gun and an Aegis shield. So this is the first sniping, like devoted sniper robot we're getting, which has a built-in weapon, which has a range of 1,000-meter range. And this is the only robot which can ignore Aegis shields. So, four-leg, mobile four-leg sniper with a powerful long-range gun and an Aegis shield. Due to its high mobility, Jaeger is able to quickly take an advantageous position or escape from fire if needed. Music is still there? Really? That's the mic audio. I think that's the mic audio. Completed that myself. Let's check now. Phone again just decided to go off. So I'm just waiting for you guys to like say if the music is alright or not. If not, I'll try to like fix it later. So mobile four-leg sniper with a powerful long-range gun and an Aegis shield. Due to its high mobility, Jaeger is able to quickly take an advantageous position or escape from fire if needed. Ability Sniper Mode. Robot slows down, activates the built-in kinetic gun. Sorry, so this thing cannot bypass Aegis shield. My mistakes. And Aegis shield. Special energy shield impenetrable against all weapon types. We all know what is Aegis shield. Durability at level 8 is going to be 126,700. Shield durability is 69,300. So at max level, it might reach like 150,000. Karamati, welcome. Built-in weapon range is 1,000. We already discussed that. And built-in weapon range is 12,001 damage. Sorry, built-in damage. And the ability cooldown is just 9 seconds. Considering this thing dealing 12,000 damage at level 8, we can assume it dealing around 20 to 25 at Mark II level 12 with the modules and like crazy pilots. So the cooldown needs to go a little up, around 12 or 13 seconds. We don't know what the specifications of this robot are, like what types of weapons we can mount on this thing. So these are the things like we have to discuss. I'll drop into the game again. Now let me just turn on the music so we can discuss some more stuff. Or do you guys want the music to be completely off? Just let me know because I'm gonna tell you a few more things right now before we start any matches. Just waiting for your guys' reply. Reply, sorry. So I think I'll just turn up the music then again. Let me just try out the music again. I'm not gonna put the stupid internet speed again. I'll just do it like this. Desktop audio a little bit, like maybe 24. Let's lower it. Uh, no music, okay. No problem. This thing really needs to go like that, right? Just give me a second. I'm gonna like connect the phone again. My phone is disconnected. Sometimes the cost system is like so bad. disconnects automatically. So here we go. I'm gonna start it again. Yesterday, I couldn't take advantage of your stream while playing because it had 20-second delay. Okay, no problem. Okay. So we're back on, right? Yeah. So the a new Icarus Cyber Show started, and we have two special deliveries, one with 100 and one with 300. So I wouldn't recommend you guys to go for this one. It has good weapons. Keep in mind, Sinister Cryo, Sinister Glacier, Sinister Rhyme, or even normal versions of those are getting a nerf. So till the time you don't know what it's gonna be, don't buy this one. And power cells, all these things, well, only the Scorpion is useful here. Problem is it cuts out when you speak and okay, no problem, Arya. I'll go for the 300 one because you can win Hawk, and I'm telling you guys, Hawk is really overpowered. It can kill Arthur in 3 flights, Nodens in 2 flights, Kids in 2 flights, and an Aoming in 2 flights. Considering this thing, let's check the description. You can see on the ability, it says the equipped weapons disable during flight, but their quality and level affect the damage caused by the built-in weapons. So the built-in weapons does not depend on the level of the robot. If I have this thing at level 1 and I put slap some max level nucleons and Quarker on this thing or Cryo and Glacier or whatever, it's gonna do some insane damage and a level 1 Hawk can kill a max level Titan in 2 flights or 3 flights depending on the Titan if you have the max level weapons equipped on this thing. So definitely go for it and try to get this one. Quantum Sensor, well, Pixonic said this is cancelled, but they just fooled us again, I think. At least it's a special module instead of a defense module anymore. This thing, like with every level, gonna get 10-meter more range. So at max level, it'll have 350-meter range, which means you cannot get close enough with the shotguns, the glaciers, the ember, anything. Let's check out the latest test server. There's new posts and it's comments and all. There are all the numbers of nerfs and buffs. Okay, I'll check that then right now. Give me a second, rifle. So try to get this one, or if not, save your platinum and buy this one. This is a necessary module now. Self-fix accelerator, not that useful. Plus, these Nucleon, Quarker, and Atomizer are the best weapons currently, so go for these. That's why I want you guys to open the 300 chest. Now, I'm gonna just well, I know we're gonna see the screen a lot today because I gotta switch my phone screen again and again. But I'm just gonna turn Facebook on and see what Rifle is saying me. So we can check what the new values are, okay? So they put the things in, I think. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just taking a few screenshots because I don't want you guys to see what I have on my phone, you know? So here we go. Build Ravana and a few more shots there. There we go. So let's start the session once again. Sorry if it's getting a little boring. So here we go. Because I really want to make everyone aware what's coming. Once I see the screen popping up again, I'll just start speaking about the nerfs and buffs. Thank you for letting me know about that rifle. So, is there anything we can do to come? Don't get into 350-meter range. That's the only thing you can do. So here are the nerfs and buffs value. Mender duration 3 seconds to 6 seconds transition and plus 100% speed during activity ability. So from 70 it'll become 90 kph and the resistance before was 30%. Now it's gonna have 70% resistance plus 20% defense points. So that's a nice little buff to the Mender. Wayland healing power plus 15%. So not a big deal. Wayland just needs mobility and this thing's gonna be trash still. Tier 20% more healing. That's a step in the correct direction, but still not enough mobility, and that's really not a good robot anymore. Because even though it can reach up to 500,000 health, That thing can go down quick considering how strong the weapons are. Swerve, once quantum sensor is max, it has 350-meter range, so remember that, not just 100. Hades, built-in weapon damage plus 15%, and durability plus 15%. Well, instead of doing this, I'd say ditch the Hades and make a new pilot for example, a new Pantheon faction pilot, which affects all three Pantheon robots. And what happens with that is, whenever you equip that pilot, Pantheon robots get their speed back during the ability. That will make Pantheon robots viable, give them a little buff, and you don't really need extra damage on this thing. All the Pantheon robots don't care about damage. Ember Blaze Igniter plus 5% damage. So go for these weapons. Redeemer plus 5% damage and shooting mechanism change to Tehran. So it's gonna be easier to miss and it's not gonna be the best weapon for free for all and stealing kills. But you will be able to deliver the damage quicker, which means this is gonna be better at killing like high health robots now. Tehran plus 5% damage. It needs way more than that. Quarker Atomizer Nucleon accuracy increased. Well, I don't think these things need a nerf, so that's completely unnecessary. Arbalest Ballista Trebuchet plus 10% damage. This is interesting. So what I'll say, leave the ballista as what it is right now. Swerve. It says 100-meter, I know, but that's level 1 stats. Remember, it can be leveled up to 25. And one of my clanmates have it at max. It has 350-meter range. So let's start again. Ballista, leave what it is right now as on the test server and don't buff it. It's good enough. Arbalest needs around 20% damage buff, and Trebuchet needs like a 70 or 80% damage buff. It's ridiculous how weak the Trebuchet is. Fenrir, speed during active ability plus 5%. So Fenrir. Now there are two things we need to talk about the Fenrir. Is that the Aegis Shield mode, Scout mode, or is that the Brawling mode where we have all three weapons left, like up? Or is that both the modes? Bulwark plus 5% Aegis Shield durability. That's always nice because Bulwark is like lacking behind. If possible, they need to give like it maybe 10 more KPS speed. It's not gonna make it overpower. It'll make it viable. Then Wasp, short interval from 0.85 seconds to 5 seconds. So instead of shooting like boom, boom, it's gonna shoot like boom, 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 boom. It's gonna be way stronger then. And ammo from 5 to 12. Go for Wasp. These things gonna be OP now. Because Wasp has the highest corrosion damage out of all three corrosive weapons. Yeah, I know. Mender also has 7 healing pulses because the overall time just increased there. Sting plus 10% damage and 10% corrosion damage. Still not gonna be good enough. Avalanche plus 15% damage. Ammo from 12 to 16. So this is becoming more like an Exodus thing. With these stats, Avalanche will be now better than Exodus. So this will become like a, we can say, average brawling slash mid-range weapon. Ion plus 10% damage. I don't think this is gonna make like much of a difference. Ion needs around 15% buff or 20% buff. They're just too weak. Ravana minus 10% durability. Ability duration minus 1 second. So instead of 3.5 seconds, it's gonna be 2.5. And can't control beacons during ability. Finally, a step in the correct direction, and Pixonic saw that this is becoming a big problem. Then, where's Ravana? Aujun, ability duration minus 20 seconds. I'm not a fan of this. From 10 seconds, not even 10, like 9.5 seconds to 7.5 seconds. Aujun already getting a massive nerf with the introduction of quantum sensor. So I wouldn't recommend any of you guys to favor this nerf and try to get on the test server and say like give negative feedback on this. It's not gonna work. Minus 20% weapon damage, that's just like salt on the wounds. Ability damage on the Arjun is needed. Leech, minus 2-second ability duration, that's good thing. So Ares, Arjun, and Leech. all three will have the same ability duration according to this uh, nerfs. Avenger, damage minus 20%. Do you know what that means? Currently, let's talk about this now, like in detail. When the Avenger was first introduced, at Mark II level 12, it did 1100 damage per shot. Now it does 660 damage per shot, which is 180 less than the medium variants of the Punisher T. Now it's even less 20%. So checking that, it's gonna be another 132 damage gone. So Avenger completely worthless now. Don't invest in this. Viper minus 10% damage. So Viper needs a buff, not a nerf. So I'm surprised it's getting a nerf. Storm particles per shot is from 8 to 6. That's just the 15% nerf they were talking about. Scourge Spark Calamity, damage minus 15%. So this will be more noticeable at range. Because in close range we won't be able to like see how much damage is less. But the ammo capacity is gonna be like uh, emptying out the clip quick. And phase shift, phased away robots can't control beacons anymore. So good nerf to the phase shift. We all wanted this. Nice one there. Let's jump into the game now. Let me show you guys what to build or not. Let's turn on panicking mode so I can get like damn call or any message. So here in my hangar, you see I still have two Aujuns. I gotta remove this one. Let's talk about the Titan. Let's start from Titan. Ao Ming, completely worthless. Max level or level 1, whatever Hawk it is, if it has leveled up weapons, it can kill you in seconds. Ao Ming no longer viable. Change Titan. Kid, trash. Ao Ming, complete trash, better than Kid, hot trash. Nodens is good if you're like mostly in clan play or like supports. But now Arthur is gonna be the best, like over the top Titan now. Go for Arthur. It's not expensive. It's super strong, super viable, and a really good beacon holder. And if you have a leveled up Ming, what you can do is just like stay in cover or near cover. Don't fly super high. Yeah, it might be 20% Aria. I don't know. Depends on how much damage they've nerfed. So we talked about the Titan. Then let's talk about the Ravana. This thing, don't run multiple of these anymore. Just run one so you can like cause a distraction or do some good damage with this. Storm's getting nerfed, so what I'm gonna say is move to something like the Storms will still do damage, not a problem. They're still gonna be like a good 15-20% stronger than the Coronas. Let me just answer this question. Useless. The Hawk really is the main killer. Yeah, Hawk is a main killer. It can even kill the Nodens in two flights. So that's not a no go. We gotta get this thing nerfed quick. Ion, definitely look into this, but don't get it just yet, because we don't know how much the damage will like vary. Wasp, 100, a million, a trillion% get this weapon. It's gonna get like 120% more, like 130, 140% more ammo, and more damage, and faster fire rate. So Wasp is gonna be incredibly strong. I'm gonna build these myself. Then Coronas. If you have a few laying around, go for these. Because now they're not gonna be like Storm will be stronger 20%, but Corona can lock you down. So Corona also need a buff in my opinion, just increase the lockdown chance a little bit. Pulsars, the next best weapon and still the best weapon for mid-range play is the Pulsar. And if you play your Scourge leads, Scourge Ares, whatever for mid-range, switch those to Pulsars. And if you're a brawling guy, don't buy Pulsar, just stay with the Scourges. Igniters, getting a buff, 5%. Not gonna notice it because these have such a high like sustained damage output. Just a little hard to aim. Hussars. Won't recommend this, Pulsar is better and Wasp is gonna be better. Scourge, I will still say go for this weapon. At long range you will see 15% less damage. but and it's gonna empty out quicker. But whenever you are like closer to your enemy, the damage multiplier before when it's used, like it was introduced, it used to be 350%, but now it's still 158%. So you're not gonna like notice a lot of difference when you're like up close in your enemy. Shock train, not a weapon to go for. Cryos. Now this is interesting. I will say go for these, but no, don't build more than two of these. So you have two cryos, two igniters. So two for burst damage and slowing down extra damage with the freezing effect. And with the slow, you can like aim your igniters better. So don't get more than two and wait for the nerf to like come first. Let's move to the light category. Also another thing, atomizers. I already said go for those weapons, atomizer, quark, or nucleon. Let's go for here. So you can build punishers, they're good, but don't go like over Mark 1, level 12. Magnum, really underrated weapon, and if you're looking for a cheap option, go for this on your like lights weapon slots. Molots, people underestimate this. This is a really good Titan killer from 800-meter range. So you can use this, something like a Raven or 4 on the leech with Molot cheese. The next thing we're gonna see, Arbalist. This is not gonna be like enough, the current buff, so don't go for this. Gust, still Halo is better because it can lock down. Staying not gonna be viable. Spark, same thing I said with the Scourge. Go for this weapon. It's not gonna be like much of a difference than now. Shredder, the best light weapon currently in the game. Definitely go for this because right now it is literally the cheapest meta like weapon to upgrade. It only costs 130 million to 40 million, I think, somewhere between that. Sorry, to get this thing to regular level 12. So go quickly and like upgrade these and build these before their nerfs or their like upgrade cost is increased. Halos, if you have a few laying around, then go for them. Otherwise, don't. Blaze, same thing with the igniters. Go for these. For sure, these are really strong, like brawling weapons, especially Slap 4 on the Ares. Two igniters, two Blaze, and that's gonna rip apart any Titan. Marquise, unlike the Hussars, these are really good at pairing with other like weapons. For example, Pulsar Marquise or Scourge Marquise. So these can be like your burst damage alongside your sustained damage. So go for these if you're looking for a mid-range option. Rhyme, same thing. Don't build more than two or three of these. Moving to the heavy category, we have Thunder. Definitely. Now you will be saying like, why do I like say you guys to build such a weapon which is silver, and silver weapons mostly suck. Not the case with this one. It got a huge buff, and a lot of top players are using Thunders now. So for a cheap option, only 32 million for level 12 and 64 to Mark 2 level 12, alongside the 500 extra gold for promotion. Thunder is definitely not a bad option. So completely 100% I would like recommend getting this. Trident, horrible. Worst mid-range weapon in the game. Natrons, don't go for this. Trebuchet, Zeus, Kangjae, none of these. Avenger gonna be completely useless after this nerf. Zenith, don't go for this is overpowered. Flux, well, four of these on a behemoth can work, but we gotta see what are the specifications of the new robots coming. Chimera, don't go for this. Sorry, this is one of the worst weapons in the game. Tempest, good for countering titans at range, so pair these with Molot or Molot Ts, and you can do some good damage. Just don't like spam and get 100 of these. Don't go above 2. Exodus, this is an interesting one. So Exodus for its cost and how cheap it is to upgrade and get is a pretty good option, but if you're around gold to expert league, go for Exodus, otherwise go for Glacier and look for Avalanche. Avalanche might be the next best heavy rocket. Vipers getting 10% nerf, but they're still gonna be super good at taking Titans and tanks. Definitely, like I'm gonna recommend this. Avalanche. So 675. and 1670. Considering how quick the avalanche reloads, I would recommend getting these after the nerf. Sorry, after the buff comes in. Glory, super cheap to upgrade, super cheap to obtain now because there's it's like cost and all the stuff was reduced. So I would say you guys to get this and maybe pair one with the thunder so one can do damage, another can like break shields, one can lock, all that stuff. Thermite, won't recommend this. It's like till the time the lag is completely out of the game, don't go for any Aphid Vortex Thermites. They just completely miss the targets. Embers. Same like I can say the same thing for Ember Blaze Igniters. They're gonna be still good and no one will be able to like even notice the buff. Dragoons. Interesting one. I would say yes. People will like think why I'm like really encouraging for mid-range play. Well, 600-meter range, energy shield bypass, and good burst damage. Considering most of the meta robots don't have a lot of health, and Pixonic really wants us to play mid-range, this thing can be one of the best heavy snipers in the game, like weapon slot snipers. Redeemers, they're getting buffs and like all that stuff. Just a little nerf about the firing mechanism, so definitely it's going to be super viable. Same for the Calamity and Glacier. Looking forward to robot replacements. Leech, Ravana, Aujun. The most reliable stealth and Titan killer is now getting nerfed super hard a second time. Ravana just slap one and remove the other ones instead of Aujun. So what I'm thinking is I'm equipping, just I'm doing in front of you, my thunders from this. And before you guys must be like remembering, I was using like three Aujuns. Well, I switched one for Atomizer, Quarker, Ares, and I'm just starting to level this up. And I'm gonna put in something like a Falcon. Why? Because I have a max level Thunder and I don't want to waste the stuff there. If you have a Falcon laying around and have some good leveled up weapons, definitely slap that thing in. And it's gonna shine with any leveled weapon if it's like meant for brawling. This last one is kinda interesting. I'm thinking to keep the Redeemer Aujun in because it's always gonna be viable for countering stealth. And if I have to replace it like if it gets like completely useless, I'll go for either Blitz with the legendary pilot and the Scorpion for sure, because the Scorpion is a really nice assassin and ambush bot. Then won't go for anything else. We'll go for Phantom. Phantom is really good at capturing beacons and like assassinating the enemy. Let's go to the store so we can like see all the bots here. Then I already said Falcon. Mercury, maybe, but look out for the Hades. Hades is getting a pretty good buff there. So definitely watch out for the Hades, and if you have lying around, try to level it up. It might be one of the best Titan killers. Mender, well, it is a resistance robot, so even if it's getting a massive buff, massive nut, it doesn't matter because Titans like come out around 7 minute mark, so it's not gonna work. Any Pantheon robot will work as a replacement for the Aujun. Invader, interesting. This arachnophobia spider has tons and tons of health, but after the shotgun nerf and all these, it doesn't have good combos or good like weapon sets. So don't get the invader unless you have atomizer and quarker in your inventory leveled up. Ares, I already said that. Bulwark. This thing's gonna be a beast again. Like it's not getting a speed buff, but two dragoons, two nucleons, two embers, redeemers, whatever. This thing's gonna pack a punch again. Fenrir, don't go for this. Ravanas will eat your like health away in seconds. Loki, no more useful after the quantum sensor is in. Same for Spectre. Blitz, definitely not a big nerf for the Blitz. It's gonna be super hard to hit this with Titan still. Tier. If you're a support player, then only go with the tier. And remember to use a mid-range build. Behemoth for a pure sniper, maybe. But we can like look forward to the new sniper robot coming in. Phantom, definitely yes. Leech, not at this point. So I think we're done with the talking stuff. So if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the live stream chat. I'll turn up the music again and let's play a few matches. Sorry if it was like a too much talking today because I really wanted to share this information with all of you guys. Let's play. Oh, wait. Let's play a few rounds right here. So let's drop into the first match of domination. After 30 minutes of talking. And is the music up? Please let me know. Is like music volume and all that stuff good or not? Dropping in my atomizer quarker Aries. Another thing I forgot to say is if you're like willing to use the Aojun still, what you can do is use either Nucleon or Vipers. Just don't go into 350-meter range and you'll be still good. And you can still counter Titans at range. Because remember, Quantum Sensor is a special module. So you can't put more than one of those in, you know? Hitting this hover pretty well. Poor guy just got melted with these weapons and the built-in weapon. And I'm gonna get melted right here. Really, am I logged? Scorpion behind me? No, that's my friendly phantom. No, that's a leech. These weapons aren't leveled up, so don't expect the best performance out of these. Scourge killed me there. I'll drop in the Falcon. Now, one thing you gotta remember, always use your tanks in the beginning of the match, like in the starting 3 or 4 minutes. After that, the Titans come in. If you're a T-Falcon, you can survive and take a few hits. Else, you will be dying like super quick. This guy can leech me forever, no problem. Oh, he's lagging. You see how good Thunder does? Thunder has a lot of damage output and people don't expect it. There goes one. Only problem is like Phantom when lagging is too hard to hit. And he's using the advanced healing as well.
Don't fall, don't forget all
We got the beacon. And there are 3 guys over here, so who's in center?
don't run, don't turn left or turn right or
Getting the Phantom right now.
my mind's gone and
A little bit of server lag because the update can sound and not sound, drop any second.
I just stick
Too focused on sound now.
with the place where all this began.
American Monster, welcome.
Oh, you won't
I just like finished my speech, you can say. So we have another traditionalist Falcon in here. 2. Interesting people are starting to put that thing more. And we'll see more of these after the June nerf, you know? Seal that. Thank you. I'm just waiting for my like health go down to 40% and then I'm gonna use the advanced healing. From where did I collect that massive hit? Oh, they're Ravana. So I'm gonna drop in my Aljun. Plus, Pixonic said those values and numbers for nerfs and buffs, not all of those will make it to live server. So most likely the Aljun might be saved from the nerf, and we can still use the Yang Li on this thing to like get a reliable counter for stealth. Loki will be completely useless, that's one point. We all should remember and not build a Loki. If you have Loki components laying around, save them for conversion or just sell them for silver.
I'm trying to hide it, getting these voices inside to stick.
Redeemer is still pack a punch and will pack even stronger punch soon. And this Ravana gonna toast me. I'm getting like hit by 2 directions. Last time will allow me to fly again, maybe? No? Took a lost time. Well, I can have fun with my Ming a few more days. And hopefully, the Hawk gets nerfed quick. What you have to do now with your Ao Ming is stay in cover like this if there is a Hawk around. Else you'll die super quick. Also, I'm gonna now buy an Archer because Archer's gonna be the best Titan in the game now. Or maybe just keep using the Aoming and save my platinum. And next time, whenever a Titan chest arrives in the game during an event, I might just buy that. Who knows? We gotta get the best, you know? Only the best. I'm gonna wait for my healing to come in. And don't you dare take one of my weapons away. Arthur, yeah. My Ming is dead. What does Arya say? Ears hopping, fingers and toes crossed and won't be nerfed again. Yeah, I hope that too. Just my opinion, what I believe. Instead of nerfing stuff and making it useless, and people spending time, resources, and all their people just spending their life on this game and getting disappointed after time. What should Pixonic do is let people know about the nerfs and buffs way before they're coming so people can prepare. Else, an alternative solution can be just don't nerf stuff. What you can do is add more counters. For example, Leech was never nerfed. Leech is just falling out of the meta now. You don't see 5 of them anymore in the top league or Legend League players because there are counters. So try introducing more counters to the game. Hope you all get what you want with the Ravana and phase shift nerf. Yeah, everyone wants the Ravana to be nerfed. That's one thing we all can agree. I don't wanna click add by mistake again. Forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. So yes, we can do a few more games. Today's live stream was mostly about the talking and what is coming, not basically about the gameplay. I'm just gonna drop in my Aries. Just having some fun now for a few matches and then we're gonna conclude the stream. If you're having any questions related about what to build, what robots, what setup, just leave them in the live stream chat. Hawk is gonna be the best robot, Omni. Definitely get that. Only open the 300 token chest, don't go for the 100 normal one. That's a blitz and it's getting pretty good damage considering these weapons is level 8. Nice, stupid teammate. Can't do anything about these mindless people. Don't go for 5, maximum 2 or 3. Unless you plan for getting those and running them for a long time. For example, I like Aries. I still run 5 of those or 4 of those sometimes. So me leveling those up was an investment. And I'm always gonna use an Aries or 2. If you plan to do that, then only get multiple of any robot. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside. Just adding some corrosion. And maybe trigger this guy's last stand. All this began to start again. Just looking around, his last stand isn't triggered yet. Maybe now? No. And Hydra Spiral is coming in. Capturing the beacon still, it's no problem. Gotta stay on the beacon. I'll use my last stand right here. Then fly up. He's got the Yang Li pilot. Just drop in the Aries again. I'm too serious about the game. Well, I've been playing since 6 years now, so you know. Cakes Dragon, welcome. Seeing you the first time here. This is still the Magnum Blitz, yeah. Hey there, you like some damage to your face? What is that? Low level? Low HP? Whatever. I'm on that. Read whatever you're just typing in just a second, Aria. I don't trust in Natasha that it can hold me. What's that? Lag in heaven? Well, I can't even it's there. Normally I don't get the kill to people. Then though well, so they don't get the silver. Sometimes my son was like, no, I don't want to let you speak. Hitting this Ravana. Just a few more shots and his last turn will be triggered. And that's a leech. Poor guy gonna get killed off his base. If that Ravana decides to hit me again, I'm gonna completely kill him. And what do we have here? Ravana. Great, I didn't expect people to have Ravana. That's such a rare sight, right everyone? We hardly see Ravanas in game now. Zeus and Calamity Fury. Is it just me or everyone thinks that the robots that are so big in size should have more health? Because Birch, Fury, all died in like a second or so. Your Ming deserves a nerf. Well, I'm gonna invest in a Nodens or an Arthur, no problem. So it's gonna be a problem for free to play, not someone like me pay to play, you know. Just gonna walk outside of this guy's range, maybe. Let me go. I'm just a kid. You're maxed, I know. I'm gonna run plasma like Arthur or maybe Rocket Arthur. I have both of those weapons lying around. Maybe even machine guns, who knows? Told husband. I did all the work for him, I was shooting him all the time. This Ming is so annoying, really. And this is gonna be a loss as well. I was planning to do a video on this thing, but then I thought people won't be able to like get their questions in. So I did a live stream on it. Wasn't like planning to do some gameplay, but still we did. Get the center maybe. I am like ready for the nerfs and buffs coming in. I have some robots already that are super strong. I'm not like paying attention to the game. I know I'm just trying to read chat at the same time. Just got a T-Falcon left. But I want to read the chat, what you guys say. Jaeger? Well, we can't say anything about that robot right now. Jaeger can be super dominant or super trash, depending on what type of weapon setup it has. Which is still unknown. We don't know what weapon configuration it has or what weapon it can carry. So I'm just gonna answer some questions now and then conclude the stream. Here we go. Dealt some gun damage, not problem. Let's check for Aria roll. Just built a Ravana, it's getting there. Fix needs to change the way it does. This whole introduction of new robots and then nerfing it a month. Well, I don't have a problem with that, but don't make a replacement. Either introduce new counters or don't make replacement. For example, Organs replaced with Cryos. Aojun replaced with Hawk. And stuff like that, you know. Yeah. Was there a plot on it? Why does it cost the same amount for a light weapon to a heavy weapon to upgrade? Well, if you saw Pixonics, the what's it called? Economy changes last year. What they did is made certain tiers. The tier 1 is for beginners, where they get new weapons like some super beginning stuff. For example, Punishers, Columbus, Thunder, Kangjae, Nashon. Till level 7. 7 to 14 is amateurs, where they get introduced to stuff like Orkans, Tyrans, not Falcon, Lancelot, Carnage, Rhino, Galahad, the gold stuff. After from level 14 to level 25, it's like you can say experienced player where they get introduced to some of the older meta stuff like the components, weapons like high cheese and
Forget all the
what is
things
called
you
Shock Train, Balkazari, Spectre. From 25 to 30 is the pro players
don't turn left
who
to
get
turn
introduced to Titans,
this
pilot skills,
man's gonna
drones coming in at level 25 as well,
get in these voices
and
inside to stick.
some of the super meta stuff like Ares, Ravana, Arjun. That's how it works the progression, and that's how the weapon is distributed as well. It's not about what the type of weapon it is. What is the best way to get silver? If you have gold lying around, go into the boosters, resource booster, and activate the AG booster. And after every match, go ahead and watch an ad. You will get 1 million to 1.5 million silver per match. That's how I found. So I think that's it about the questions. Is there anything else? Yeah, American Monster, that wasn't a heavy shock train. Those are new weapons, which Big Sonic was talking about before. So are there any other questions now, or shall we conclude? Just waiting for you guys. Looks like no more. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you like the stream, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and share this stream and this specific like video with with others. So, well, I was just I messed up the outro completely. Like I was reading what American Monster said. So erase that. Don't like forget what I said 2 seconds earlier. MK1 white, MK2 green, MK3 red. I don't want that. My favorite robot is Ares. Yeah, let me do the intro again. Take two. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And share the stream and channel, specifically this one, so everyone can know about what is coming and about the news and what to build or not. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye. Thanks everyone for tuning in.